What's going on YouTube? Nick Novak back for another video today. It's gonna be a long one. Got a lot of things in store. A couple things we're gonna do today is we're going to get some corn in the grain buggy, so I need to fix the tire, which I'll tell you guys about that in a second. We're gonna work the calves, and we got to refill the hay feeder for the cows. So it's gonna be a busy day, but we should get a lot done. It's nice out, the wind's barely blowing. I think it's gonna get up to about 60 today, so good day to do all that. So stay tuned here. We're gonna put some cement on this tire, and I'll explain that in a second. But here we go. So I'll let you guys know, I put some Flex Seal around this. What's happening is I bought this at that auction, and this tire is not very good. It's an old tire. I can't really find a replacement for it. So what's kind of going on is right here on the valve, it is leaking air out of there. So I put some Flex Seal on there, and I found some super weld. I think it's gonna be able to hold. I'm gonna put it around there and hope that it sticks. And then we're gonna let it sit. We're gonna go get the hay wagon, fill it full of alfalfa for those cows, take it back there, then we'll haul this to town. So let that liquid weld sit up. It says for about an hour, then it should be good. So I'm hoping that works. We're only gonna get 1,000 pounds of cracked corn in here. I think this will hold like 2.5 ton, maybe 2 ton. So we'll just barely fill it up. It's a lot cheaper than buying it in bags, and I can show you guys that spreadsheet. Okay guys, so here's a little example. For the 1,000 pounds of cracked corn, it cost me $133 to buy it in bulk from my local co-op. For a 50-pound bag, so to speak, it costed me $6.60, and that comes out to $1.32. So it'd be just barely more than that. So at the local feed store, a 50-pound bag of calf starter is $12.75 a bag, and that was on sale. You know, so if you do your 50 times 20, that would equal 1,000 pounds. It's gonna cost me $255 to buy it in 55-pound bags. So as you can tell, if my math is right, you save about $122 per 1,000 pounds of feed, which pays for my feed wagon that I bought at the small animal auction for $200. So this worked out good. I'm gonna keep on doing it. It should work good for the calves. I aired this tire up probably a week ago, and it's holding air, so that's good. I switched out this plug right here, and so I think that's gonna help. But we're gonna put some on there, and hopefully it holds, so we shall see. So we'll let that set up. I know y'all probably gonna give me some hate comments, but I don't care. If it works, it works. I only gonna have to pull it 3 miles of town, fill it up 3 miles back. So worst comes to worst, if the tire doesn't hold up, we'll get the Bobcat, drive it down there, pick up the whole feeder, drag it home, try to fix it later. Anyways, we'll go grab the Jeep, head to the pasture, grab the hay wagon, bring it home, refill her, and then we'll grab that grain wagon and see if we can't get it hauled to town. Forgot to video, but we got it from the pasture. Did a little bit of a drive-through through the cows. There's a lot of mucus and dirt draining from their eyes, which is understandable from the weather we've had. But once we drop off this hay feeder, we'll take a better look at them. And so we'll go get it filled up and then get her headed back. Okay, so we got them all loaded. Kind of my plan, it didn't work the best, but we're about to see if it'll work better. I mean, like I said last time, it took me almost 15 minutes to get these undone. So we'll haul this back to the big cows, head back to the ranch. Here comes the fighting herd. Sorry I didn't help video me taking off the net wrap. Cows were storming me. I forgot to do it outside the gate, so I was trying to get it done so they weren't eating on it, messing me up and all that fun jazz. But I think I got all the net wrap, the majority of it. It did work a little bit better cutting it beforehand, so I'll probably keep doing that. But I think when it's windy days like this, when there's not windy days like this, I think at my house I'm just gonna cut all the net wrap off and then just drive slow. I don't think these bales are gonna come apart. As you see the cows, I'm gonna come up here and look at them as they walk up, check all their eyes. Cows are in pretty good shape. There's still a couple thin ones, but like I said, they have big calves on them, but for the majority, they look pretty good. And all these red ones, this is their first calf, so they're still growing. And so understandable they're gonna be in a little bit worse shape for the simple fact of they have big calves on them. They're trying to grow themselves and trying to produce milk. So this alfalfa is really gonna kick them in gear. 87 here, she didn't have a calf this year, but the market's so high for cows, we ended up just keeping her and trying to get her bred back because we bought her cheap when we bought all them together. So we thought it would be better just to keep her. So hopefully she breeds back up. If not, probably lose a little money on her. Old 74, a little white on her face. She has a big old heifer calf. 88 right here. She was the first one to calve. She has one of those Char calves. Be that one right there. But I think everybody's looking decent for the most part. They're storming that alfalfa. Trying to keep checking eyes. Yep, that'd be her calf right there, that Char heifer. I think over here everybody's looking fairly well. Bunch of calves bringing up the rear. You can tell these red calves are smaller than these black calves. These black cows are 5 and 6 year olds, so this is their third and fourth calf, well, second and third calf. And so they just milk a whole lot better. So these red cows next year should have, their calves should be about the same size as these black ones. And because we bred Charolais, that should help with the size of these calves. So I think we're gonna end up being all right. A little dusty, but there's a calf getting some right there. Everybody's looking good. All right, y'all. We're pulling the grain wagon to town for the first time. Let's hope and pray that this tire holds up. It's got Flex Seal, liquid weld, and some adhesive bond. Like I said, we'll probably be only pulling this to town 2, maybe 3 times a year. I'm gonna be looking for new tires, but I think it's gonna work. So stay tuned. We will get it loaded with cracked corn, bring it back, see if these calves like it. I hope they do, because that's what they're gonna be eating. And I have another 50-pound bag of starter grain. So I'll do about probably half and half at first, just so they can get used to it. But then after probably 3 days, it'll be full on cracked corn, and they should take off on it. Once the grass starts growing more, we'll turn them out on grass. My bottle calves hopefully will make us a little bit of money. Choo! Choo! Ah. Anyways, I'm gonna hop out, check the tire real quick once we get to the intersection, and then we'll continue on to town. Tire's good. I don't hear any air coming out. Still full. All right, let's head to town, see what happens. All right, y'all, we just filled her up with cracked corn, 1,000 pounds of it. I think this buggy will hold 2,000 pounds, but just because of the tire situation, I didn't want to risk it. So I got 1,000 pounds of it. Tires are holding up good. We're just pulling out. So we'll see if we make it all the way home. We'll keep you guys updated. Update everybody. We have made it home and all the tires are aired up. Let's go, baby. Don't know if you guys know this or not, but there's a solar eclipse going on and it's getting pretty dark here. I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but it's probably, I would say the sunlight is dimmed probably 15% right now. Looks pretty cool. Anyways, I'll show you guys the inside of it when I get parked here, and then my plan is to get my drugs and we'll get ready to vaccinate these calves. Solar eclipse. It's getting dark. Grain wagon's home. Let's get a bucket here and see how it works. There should be some good feed for these calves. Looks pretty good. It smells good. I think it's gonna work out good for them. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna put a little bit of grain in there too, just to kind of supplement them so they eat it, you know, so they eat what they're used to. And then we'll go ahead and get the medicine. We'll put this out for those bottle calves. I'm gonna wait to do this for those wean calves because that's how I'm gonna catch that little calf, that red one, to work him. We're also gonna pour everything to the wean calves that I've had for a while, or look like they're starting to get a little lice. So get them poured and everybody should be good to go for grass. Well, one of them looks like he's enjoying it. The other ones are being a little spaz, but he's chewing it up. What we'll do now is run to the house, get the medicine and everything, try to catch that wean calf, get him done first, and then be off to the races. Okay, y'all, got the medicine, got the bander. As I'm walking up, all 4 calves are chewing on that feed, so that's good. It's like they're all enjoying it. It's gonna be something new, so hopefully they stick to it. What we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go see if I have my rope for those wean calves. Kind of my goal, my idea is how to catch them is I'm gonna put that grain in their bin and then just put the rope kind of as that red calf walks his head in to eat the grain. Once you do that, I'll pull it tight, tie it to the post, and then mug him, tie him down, castrate him, vaccinate him, call her good. So first thing I gotta do, I gotta make sure I have my rope, which I'm not sure where it's at, but we will find her. All right, y'all, gonna give him his Alpha 7 under the skin. All right, y'all, just like that, he's banded, got his 2 vaccines, he's poured. Now we're on to, all right, y'all, so here's the plan. All the calves are out here. I'm gonna try to run them in through here. We'll get them in this little holding pen, shut this, then I'm gonna try to run them into this little pen right here. I have that tote open. I think they're gonna run in there, which is gonna be perfect. The ones that don't, I'll just grab there's 3 heifers. The 3 heifers don't need banded, so I'm just gonna try to get them on the ground, give them their vac, and try to kick them back out over here. That bull, that red one, he's the stupid one. We'll have to rope him down, get him tied down tight, and then we should be good. So come with me, we'll see what happens and see how this works. Here's one. Come on. We'll see if we can't catch this little heifer. Perfect. We'll get these 2 worked. Let's go, baby. I think my goal is to try to push one into that corner. Okay, did not work. One worked. I threw it in with that other bottle calf. Try to get the other 3 in here. Didn't work as good as I was expecting it to let them run through there. I need more of a wing right here, so they're just running past. So what I did is I roped that little black one in that corner and just tied him to that post and did it that way. So I'm just gonna do that on these last 2 as well. So I'll rope it. We'll catch back up with you guys when I get them down. So as soon as I said that, they ran in here. So we'll try what my original plan was. All right, y'all, I just finished. I didn't get very good video, so sorry about that. It's hard to video doing it by yourself and just kind of trying to catch them the best way I can, the easiest way I can, but also the least stressful way. Which that red one, there's no way to go less stressful on that. He's just a psycho. But anyways, we got it done. Gonna try not to complain since we did get them all worked. I'm glad I got that wean one worked. Last thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna hit this little 20 calf with some LA 200 because he's not feeling well, coughing a little bit, and so I'm gonna hit him just to see if it'll help. But anyways, I think that's gonna wrap up the video today. A lot happened, we got a lot done, but appreciate you guys watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate you guys. Catch you in the next one. Peace.